If you're interested in becoming the next headliner, or making a living off your music production, or even becoming an impressive hobbyist, then this video will help you not make easily avoidable stupid producer mistakes. Here's 5 mistakes every music producer should avoid. Mistake number 1. Mixing before you have an entire song written, or at least an entire established idea. The issue with mixing during the creative process is that mixing inhibits you from being 100% creative, and you will in turn burn yourself out a lot quicker. When you get stuck in the dreaded wormhole of tweaking super small details about your track before it's completely laid out, you will have a terribly hard time completing the full length of the song because you wasted all of your energy on something that most listeners will most likely not pay a lot of attention to. To get the absolute most out of your creative abilities, you want to write the entire song first, and then worry about how the mix sounds. This way that the hardest part of the creative process of writing a song is already done before you go and spend hours on end tweaking each preset, worrying about the reverb, worrying about how fat the drop sounds, or how nice the bass sounds, or how clean the mix sounds. This stuff is all mentally draining, so don't mess that up or you will really struggle at getting better at writing songs. Mistake number 2 is not to worry too much about tools that you don't have. Especially in the beginning, before you have a palette of plugins and beautiful gear, you have to understand that tools don't make you a better producer, and that you have to master the tools that you already have. I see this mistake done every single day. Producers are constantly on the search for that next plugin, or that next tool, or that next service that will add that spark to their production skill. But the truth is, the best thing you can focus on every single day as a producer is how to become the best songwriter and song creator. Plugins and services aren't going to make you a good songwriter. Studying every day and practicing every day is going to make you the absolute best song creator you could ever be. And not only that, but I've wasted thousands of dollars on 40 or 50 plugins that I couldn't wait to get my hands on, and I only really use about 5 or 6 of them, and like 2 of those are free. Practice every day, study like crazy, and just focus on your creating skills, and your production skill will dramatically increase. Mistake number 3 is becoming a jack of all trades when you really just want one thing. I see this mistake made way too often. Producers produce way too many types of genres. They concentrate too much on mixing when they want to be a songwriter, or too much on songwriting when they want to be the best mixing engineer. In the beginning of your production journey, it's absolutely fine to bounce around and find out what it is that you actually like to do, find out what genre it is that you like to produce, or what part of the production process you like to do the most. But eventually, you're going to have to become a master at one thing. You don't want to be 5 years into your production journey and still not have a genre that you like to focus the most on. Become the absolute best you can become at one genre. Dominate that genre. In music, it's better to be a master at one genre than just decent at every genre. This consistency will help you build an audience of listeners and will allow you to become so good at that genre that you will be able to easily innovate your sound within that genre and eventually develop your own unique sound. Mistake number 4 is becoming a hermit, which is far too easy to do in this digital age. Music is very, very network oriented on both the marketing side and the production side. The bigger your network of people that you know, the better chance you have at meeting that one person who could teach you anything you need to know about the songwriting process. Having that one person who can answer every little question that pops into your head during the song creation process is a major advantage, and it's a great way to accelerate your skill in the fraction of the amount of time it would normally take you without that person helping you. On the other side of things, you are one network link away of meeting that one person who could connect you with the biggest promoters in the world, get you on the biggest stages in the world, and connect you with the biggest artists in the world, and possibly even get you on the biggest playlists in the world. The best way to find that one person who can unlock everything for you is to meet as many people as you possibly can. Join as many online music production groups as possible, join Facebook groups, and find serious individuals just like yourself and really get your network going. The more people you meet, the better off you'll be. Number 5 is taking advice from people who have no idea what they're talking about. Now, music is interesting because even the biggest beginners have taught me the most amazing tricks and tactics that I knew nothing about. However, this truly does not mean that you should take advice from just anybody. Make sure to always do your research, and before you go ahead and implement a brand new trick, tactic, or method, do your research, get second opinions, and make sure that what it is you're about to implement will actually work and it's a decent practice to go ahead and try. Especially in the beginning, you don't want to move backwards by listening to the wrong people. If you would like to learn more about electronic music production, and that is chord writing, melody writing, sound design, mixing, and mastering, come join me in my electronic music boot camp. I left a link for that in the top of the description below for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.